Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tomb Raider, our 100% playthrough. This is our third level, called Lost Valley. And it's probably one of my favourite levels, to be honest with you. It's definitely the one that sticks in my mind more than any of the other levels. This and the next one. I always loved them. Maybe it's because I played them the most, because after that I feel like it gets really, really hard. But just some great mechanics I found in this level. First one being, you know, the current of water, because if we were to try to get up that way, we can't, and the current just pushes us down. And over the top of a waterfall, which was always pretty cool to me. Now, that waterfall is going to become important a little bit later, but before it does, we need to pop out here, and we've got a couple of wolves over here to take care of. And they just chilling, but they wouldn't be chilling if we went over there. So, okay, we got away with that. Having killed those, it leaves us free to jump in here. Another wolf to take care of. Now, this was always very clever to me. So, you get to here and you go, oh, there's only one way to go. So you follow this around. Now, when you get into here, you get jumped by 3 wolves. And it's not a fun time, to be perfectly honest. Because it is very close quarters, and you're guaranteed to take a bit of a hit. The reason that I always found this very sneaky and very clever is that this is actually a completely dead end with nothing here. They're there just because it's probably where you would go following the path. And just to give you a bit of grief, to be honest. When, in actuality, where you're actually meant to go is up. And it's literally just straight up the whole way. There's no, like, difficult jumps. And getting to the top gives us a large medipack. I keep doing that. Now, this is where the context of everything changes, in my personal opinion, because up to this point, everything seems fairly kind of rooted in reality. You know, you've got wolves, you've got bats, you've got bears, you've got kind of typical adventure-style traps. But as soon as we drop down here, everything changes. Because now we are fighting dinosaurs. Which always took me as a surprise, because kind of really breaking the mold in terms of like, oh, I thought this was kind of rooted in reality and that sort of thing, but this kind of changes things to be a bit more surreal. Now, before we go too far, we're about to be introduced to probably the most surprising event I ever thought of these games. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to a T-Rex who can quite easily one-hit you. Now, dipping in here gives you a bit of cover from him. He is a very large boy, and he takes a lot of damage to kill. But we can just keep baiting him to come over. Whoa! And he does so much damage, it's not even funny. So we're already having to use a small medipack, even though we only just had one small little encounter with him. He coming? Yeah, he's coming. Ideally, what you want him to do is kind of stand in front of it and kind of roar at you, which is kind of hard to bait him into doing. Like that. That's what you want. And he, like, I'm not even joking. He takes so many bullets to take down. There we go. Finally. So there you go. It's a little bit of a cheesy way of doing it, considering he's probably supposed to be extremely difficult at this point in the game, because as far as I know, he can one hit you. Like, he just eats you. But, you know, a very surprising turn of events, I always thought. So down here, we've got a little passage that will drop us off into come on, don't be a scaredy cat. Yeah, we got him. I don't even know if there's a reason to go this way at all. It just kind of drops us back out here, which is the other side of the bridge, which I suppose we could probably shoot at the T-Rex from, but I find it easier to just bait him from there. Maybe that's what it's for, maybe it's not, I don't know. Now, again, 3 levels in a row, they do this wee bit where they give us 2 secrets on top of each other. So the first one is climbing up here, and this will bring us around to some shotgun shells, which is, you know, that's a fairly easy one to get. There's no difficult jumps or anything like that. It's just got kind of a hard platform to see. The other one, on the other hand, is a bit more challenging. So we need to get up onto this and climb up. We've got a small little diagonal standing jump to do. And this is where it gets interesting, because you've got a little grab hold here. And we need to shimmy the whole way over, even though it doesn't look like there's a handhold there. We need to shimmy over. And there is only one point. Oh, shoot. I accidentally released the action button instead of the side button. So let's just do that again real quick. Up. Wee little jump. So there is actually like only one particular point where you can pull yourself up because of the way that the roof is arched. So it's only here. And if you try, like, you can't really walk left or right. And I don't think there was any crawl or crouch button in this game. But this is our second secret, which is against some more shotgun shells and some magnum ammo, which is a little bit more hidden because you wouldn't necessarily see it straight off the bat if you just ran in there. So to get back out, we just take a drop. So that's 2 secrets. Now, we do need to follow this, which is going to leave us out into a bit of a tight spot with another Velociraptor, who does an annoying amount of damage. Like, the fact that he pushes us back is very irritating. Okay. Up. Come on, come around the corner. Come on. You coming or not? What is he running into? Do you know what? We're gonna run around this way. Hopefully that'll bait him out. We're gonna jump up here just to give us a bit of a vantage point. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That wasn't too hard, was it? So up here we have the first of 3 parts that we need to grab. Come on, up you go. There we go. Okay, so we have 3 of these cogs that we need to find throughout the level. Some of them a little bit more heinously hidden than others. And then we can drop down here. Now, we could go back through the water if we wanted to. But we could just as easily go this way. I don't think there's any pickups hidden in here. Apart from the cog. And this will drop us out. Here. Which, to be fair, we could also have just walked in. And we're back to here where the waterfalls were. Now, I don't think there's anything to be done with... No, there's nothing here at this waterfall. So, the next place we're going to need to go to is going to be this temple-looking kind of area. We've got a couple of velociraptors to deal with. The fact we have to deal with them 2 at a time here is, you know, it's a little bit more difficult, but it's not too bad. They take a decent amount of damage to take down, but it's nothing too difficult to take care of. So, into this wee temple. Into this wee temple we go. And in here, you would be forgiven for missing what we actually have to pick up here, because it's under the water and down in this tiny little corner. And there's our second cog, which is, you know, not exactly an easy thing to have found, to be fair. Like, it's not evident that that's what you need to go and find. Up we go. And there is actually in the PC, or in the PlayStation version of this, there is actually a save crystal in here. So I'm going to take the opportunity to just quickly save here, because I'm about to do a series of jumps that will definitely kill me if I mess them up. And it is how we get to secret number 3. So there is... Oh. Tiniest little bit. Can't get past. There is a small little slanted ledge here that we need to get up on, and now we've got a series of rather difficult jumps. So this ahead of us is a slope, and we'll just chuck us straight back down. So we need to jump over it and grab this lip, followed by this diagonal we jump here that we kind of have to jump and turn to get, and then an even harder one we need to do the same, but a running jump with a grab. No. Okay, we took quite a bit of damage there. Oh, this time we can just run straight through that gap. So let's try it again. Oh, did not mean to do that. Okay, maybe we don't take a run and jump for this one. Maybe it's a stand and jump and a grab. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, this is the run and jump. So we need to get onto the roof of the temple now. So we take a run and jump. And this is secret number 3. And this one has so much stuff. We've got a large medipack. I'm really struggling to say that. We got some magnum ammo. We've got some shotgun shells. And we've got some Uzi ammo. I always found it kind of interesting that they give you all this ammo early that you can't use. You don't have the weapons. And the easiest way to get down from here is to just slide down. Easy peasy. So there's 3 secrets so far. This is one of the few levels that actually have more than 3 secrets. There's 5, I think, in this level. But we'll get to them. So the next place we need to go is up through here. And we'll be getting our 3rd and final cog. We've got to make a dicey little jump to get there. So remember that broken bridge that we fought the T-Rex by? Yeah. We're about to jump it. And it is not an easy jump by any stretch of the imagination. You need to make sure you're jumping at the very edge and grabbing. There we go. That will leave us at our 3rd and final cog. Alright, well, with that in hand, that is not what I meant to do. That is not what I meant to do at all. I'm gonna have to go the whole way back around now because I needed to not fall. So just bear with me a minute and we'll make our way back around. Now, let's hope we can make this jump first time and not screw it up. Okay. There we go. Now, what I was actually trying to do was to drop off here. Oh, come on! Why are you not allowing me to do that? Do you know what? Do you know what? It's not here. I'm being silly. It's not here. It's further on that I need to drop and shimmy. Never mind. That was a bit of a waste of time. My apologies. So now what we actually have to do is track the whole way back to the start of the level where we had the waterfall and the rushing water. Drop. Oh, that did actually take a little bit of damage. Whoops. Now, back out here, we need to climb around here on the left to get back up to the top of the waterfall. And now, we get to do a series of tricky jumps again that if we mess up, we have to do all of them all over again. So we're going to take a quick save. We don't take any damage if we miss them. It's just annoying that if you miss them and fall into the water, it throws you down to the bottom of the waterfall and you have to go again. It's a little bit annoying, but hey ho. Okay, so from here... Now for that jump, you really do need to hold grab, even though you're not going to grab anything, because if Lara hits the roof, she'll bounce back into the water, which is kind of annoying. So up here. Okay, and that's all of the tricky jumps we kind of have to make. I'm glad we did that first try. Because when we make it the whole way around... Oh, not that way. This way. It will turf us out at this bridge, which is where I was confusing earlier. But I'll show you what I mean now in one moment, because this is where we put in our 3 cogs. So 1, 2. Whoops. And 3. So with all the cogs in and working, let's flip the switch. Now that doesn't tell you what it's done. But what it has done is drop that sluice gate, the little orange door looking thing there, which has stopped the water flowing past it, meaning that's all dry ground now. But before we go that way, we've got a couple of things to grab. So this is where I was talking about we need to drop and grab, because we shimmy off here to the left. And despite the fact that this looks like running water, we can stand on this perfectly fine. And our secret is this large med pack in the corner. Now, we get to go back into the water, except this time there's no current because it's all... the water has been prevented from flowing by that wee sluice gate. So, now we get to get our first extra weapon, which is very easy to miss, by the way. Here we get our shotgun, which is pretty cool. It definitely does, it packs a punch. We've currently got 10 bullets for it. It is pretty cool. We're going to stick with the pistols for now, just because there's no reason to use the shotgun for anything at the moment. Now, our last secret area is we need to follow this around, and it's a fairly long swim, to be fair. And there's no stopping points to regain your breath. So if you get caught on a turn or something like that, it's a bit dangerous. Well, this is where we want to be going. And here is secret number 5, which gives us our shotgun shells over here, which are now of much more use to us. Ooh. Another small med pack. Another step. And some more shotgun shells. I don't actually know how many shells we get per pickup. Let's just have a quick look, actually. So that's 14. So it looks like it's 2 per pickup. And then we've got magnum clips and easy clips, which we don't have a weapon for as of yet. Oops. Now, where does this lead us? Ah, yes. Yes. So, fuck, I didn't... I meant to grab that ledge. So, in case you're confused as to where we are, this is where the gate dropped down, and all up above here are the jumps across that we did to get to where the cogs were. So from here, now that all this water is gone, the exit to this level is almost right beside the start of the level, in that... I thought that was going to be a slide, but okay. In that, where we leave the level is right here, which was hidden behind the waterfall, which I thought was absolutely genius. Back in 1996, such a clever thing to do. And that is the end of Lost Valley. So 5 out of 5 secrets. Some of them not too hard to get, some of them a little bit more tricky and involving a little bit more attention to notice. But we got them all. 16 pickups, we got our shotgun, 13 kills. So that's that down. It's one of what I would have said is definitely one of the longer levels. And I'm glad we've gotten everything. 23 minutes for a level, these days isn't particularly long, but compared to how long some of the levels in this game are, it's long enough. There are some levels which are exceptionally long, which I will point out. But yeah, this was always one of my favorites. And the next one, which is the actual Tomb of Qualopec, which was mentioned in the introductory cutscene, is also one of my favorite levels. Just because it gives you the freedom to do things in whatever order you like, and I always like that kind of element of freedom in games. But we're going to tackle that in the next part. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. And I'll talk to you again real soon.